Hi friends, today's topic is JavaScript. Web development is all about communication and data exchange. The communication take place through two parties over the HTTP protocols, the client and the server. The client is a party that requests the pages from the server and displays them to the end user. In general, client program as a web browser and the server is responsible for serving the web pages depending on the client's and user request. It can be either static, dynamic, or active. Server side programming can be explained as a general name for the kind of programs that runs directly on the server. Or we can say that the server side scripting must deal with dynamic content. It runs on the server side. Most of the web pages are not static since they deal with searching databases and updation operations related to databases. The main uses of server-side programming are it processes the user input and displays the requested pages. Then interactions with servers storage, interactions with databases and querying the databases, encoding the data to the HTML page and displays the requested pages to the server browser or the client. The main operations related to the databases are delete, update, and modify, etc. The main languages used for server-side programming are PHP, Java, Python, Ruby, and C, ASP.NET, etc. are the main server-side languages. Client-side programming, similar to server-side programming, is also a name of the entire program that runs on the client side. Or we can say that a client-side programming mostly deals with the user interface with which the user interacts with the web, and it is mostly a browser in the user's machine that runs the code and is mainly done in any scripting languages like JavaScript. The main uses of the client-side programming is make an interactive web pages and it interact with the temporary storage and works as an interface between the user and the server, send requests to the server and retrieval of the data to the server, retrieval of the data from the server and interact with the local storage, then provides remote access to the client server programs, and it's actually act as an interface between the user and the server. And the main client side scripting languages are JavaScript, VB, HTML, CSS, Ajax, etc. are the client side languages, and client side scripting languages JavaScript. And this is the simple example of client side scripting. And here the web browser, we are using the web browser, and this is the client, and this is web server, this is the server, and we are writing the code and it's sent to the server, and the server in the server side it execute the server side scripting language. After that it returns the results to the browser, and at the browser sides there may be server side scripts. And this is the simple diagram of client side scripting. And why we use client side programming? Client-side scripting's benefits. Main benefits are usability, efficiency, event-driven, means can modify the pages without having to post back to the server. That is usability. Efficiency means we can make small quick changes to pages without waiting for the server. It's at the client side, and there is no need for the waiting of a server's response. And event driven can respond to user actions like click and press keys, user events, mouse events. Different types of events are there. This client side programming is event driven. It will respond to some events. And server side programming benefits includes security, compatibility, and power. Has access to server's private data. Clients can see the source code. This server information or the what I mean the database information is only accessible to the server and it's hidden from the client side. Compatibility means not subject to browser compatibility issues. Then power can write files, open connections to server, connect to databases. JavaScript is one of the three languages all web developers must learn: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. HTML is used to define the content of the web pages, like the paragraph settings, the format of the page, or the designs of the pages depends. It's with the help of HTML. And CSS is used to specify some advanced features like colors, background of the page, and the layout of the page. And JavaScript is used to program the behavior of the web pages. And these three languages hand in hand makes an attractive web page. And what is JavaScript? JavaScript is a lightweight programming language or scripting language used to make the program or the web page interactive. Insert dynamic text into HTML. It helps to interact. It's help to give dynamic text into the HTML and it's react to events, page load, click, user clicks, etc. Get information about the user's computers, then perform calculations on user computers like form validation. If we are typing something, if we are entering some data to the into the form and we want to submit that to the server, before submitting to the server we can check, the client can check or validate the informations that we enter. That is validation. Then a web standard as a web standard but not supported identically by all browsers and not related to Java other than by name and some syntactic similarities. Java and JavaScript is entirely different. Mm. And we can um, study the main difference between Java and JavaScript. Java, you already studied, you are studying that Java is strongly typed language. The syntax is corrupt. It's starting letter function will be like this, and its method will be like this, and its variable will be like this. And there are a lot of restrictions about the typing of language. That's why Java is strongly typed language. JavaScript is weakly typed language. Hmm? Java is object-oriented programming language, but JavaScript is an object-based scripting language. It's a scripting language. Okay, Java applications can run in any virtual machines or a browser. JavaScript code can run on browser only, as a JavaScript is developed for browser only. It's browser specific. JavaScript is browser specific. Then Java is class based. JavaScript's objects are prototype based. Okay. Java translates source code into bytes codes, which is executed by JVM, Java Virtual Machine. Hmm? As .java with the .java extension. .js, it is interpreted but not compiled. Every browser has the JavaScript interpreter to execute JS code. Java is a standalone language. JavaScript but contained run in embedded with HTML code contained within a web page and integrates with its HTML content. Java programs uses more memory and JavaScript requires less memory, therefore it is used in web pages. Java has a thread-based approach to concurrency and JavaScript has event-based approaches to concurrency. Okay, these are the main difference of Java and JavaScript. And what is JavaScript and PHP? Is there any similarities or is there any differences between JavaScript and PHP? Do you know what is JavaScript? JavaScript is a client-side programming language. What is PHP? PHP is server-side programming language. That is the main difference. Okay. What are the similarities? Both are interpreted, not compiled. These are interpreted languages, not compiled. You already studied the interpreter and compiler. And both are relaxed about syntax, rules, and types. This JavaScript and PHP both are relaxed about syntax, rules, and types. Both are case sensitive. Both have built-in regular expressions for powerful text processing. Differences are JS is more, JavaScript is more object-oriented, less procedural-oriented. JavaScript focus on user interfaces and interacting with the documents. PHP is geared about towards HTML output and file form processing. JavaScript code runs on the client browser. PHP code runs on the server side. Okay, these are the main differences of Java and JavaScript. Okay, today we studied about the client side programming, server side client side uses, then server side programming, server side uses, then why we use client side programming, and JavaScripts, the main importance of JavaScript, uses of JavaScript, then what are the peculiarities of JavaScript and the difference between Java and JavaScript, and difference and similarities between JavaScript and PHP. That's about today's topic.